Leo, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear fellow Leo. Happy birthday to you. My cutie patootie looking all that so yummy, courageous, bold, unstoppable, delicious, extraordinary, show-stopping, earth-shattering, groundbreaking, adamant, brilliant, tenacious. How you doing, my fellow Leo? Are you ready for me to serve? Are you ready for me to slay all the way? Welcome to the Renaissance Tarot, to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So, dear Leo, this is going to be your reading from August 4th to the 11th, right through the gate, the Lion's Gate, the portal. And in this reading, we're going to take a look at the past, present, and future, clarify all the cards, and get some final advice. How's your birthday going, Leo? Make some noise in the room, Leo. By the time you're watching this, I'm definitely on the airplane out in Hawaii. July 28th birthday here, my cutie patootie quadruple Leo. I love you so much, Leo. I wish I could give a big hug to every single one of you. So let's get into your reading. Mic check, microphone is on. Face card never declines. Okay, the stage is set, the mic is on, and the mind is on. So Leo, let's see what's going on for you. So Leo, your challenge for the upcoming week is the Queen of Cups. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, there is the Page of Swords followed by the King of Cups and the Temperance. So your challenge, Leo, here has to do a lot with a person. I'm getting here, possibly you're dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There is what you don't see coming, there is conversation. There is a lot of thinking. Somebody here seems to be in their feelings and emotions and reminiscing about this connection. Heavy water energy. Okay, that's what I'm slowly getting. Capricornian energy, also earth energy. But your challenge here has to do a lot with connecting with this person on an emotional level, because the Queen of Cups is all about emotions and feelings. And somebody, I'm getting, my intuition is telling me, wants to express something. And because many of you also have shared so many success stories with me, the receipts are on the channel. We're going to get into this reading and we're going to clarify, get some more info, because I want to see as many success stories as possible out there. Now, in the recent past, Leo, you have the Emperor, the Seven of Swords, and the Judgment. In the recent past, I feel like that you might have decided to disconnect from someone, possibly this person from you, due to some trust issues with the Seven of Swords. This is an indication of something was probably hidden from you, and you had a lot of questions, okay? You trusted, you turned to your judgment, you turned to your realization, intuition, understanding. The person you were dealing with, was this some sort of a game? Was there power struggles going on? Possibly you were dealing with somebody that could have been age differences. Okay, I strongly feel like here for many of you, your intuition had been telling you that there was some sort of it was going to happen. Like this connection was going to happen anyways. You might have tried to delay that process by maybe staying in a situation that was not healthy for you. Regardless of the circumstances, I think these trust issues led to some sort of a separation. We're going to clarify this shortly. So in the present moment, you have the Fool, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. This is one of the most beautiful combinations that I've actually seen, okay? In the present moment, what you don't see here, there is actually some sort of a brand new beginning that's going to start in your life, which is ultimately going to lead to a lot of happiness, Leo. A lot of happiness, okay? This is talking about nurturing, nourishing, taking care of a situation, and wanting to really take this to the next level. The next level here is about commitment, happiness, and we're gonna get back to this and clarify. Now, in the near future, you have the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So a cycle is coming to an end finally, okay, with the nines here, and the overthinking cycle, constantly reminiscing, being in your head, that's coming to an end. And this is going to be very, very liberating for you. You're finally going to feel like you are breathing, especially when the freaking Mercury retrograde, excuse me, is finally coming to an end. It hasn't been really that bad. I think it's been showing us a lot of the patterns that we might have dismissed in the past, and there's a lot of work that's being done. Congratulations. Page of Pentacles is an indication of some sort of a solid offer and a brand new beginning that's going to take place for you. So let's get into your reading and let's get some clarification, Leo. I'm going to clarify the Queen of Cups. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. Let's talk about the Queen of Cups as your main challenge, Leo, fellow Leo. I'm wishing you the happiest birthday, and I'm sending you so much love, my fellow Leo. So the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Lovers. It's clarified by the Lovers, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hangman, okay? So it talks about the fact that the Ten of Cups, somebody here wants to have a talk, a conversation that's going to lead to a lot of happiness, Leo, okay? Looks like this person has been doing a lot of thinking, reminiscing. It looks like they're recognizing the fact that you are truly somebody that they really want to be with. And, you know, with the Lovers, Hangman, this person has been holding on to this relationship. And honestly, truth to be told, they have been Pisces energy. They have been quite lonely and sad without you, without your presence in their life, without your connection, without your genuine heart. And I think that sometimes what ends up happening, this might sound general, but it applies to this situation, is that people, when they don't really appreciate for who you are, Leo, you're ruled by the heart, right? You have the biggest heart in the zodiac, the biggest heart. And heart frequency, you know, that's like the highest frequency, that's high vibration. And when some people are not on that level and they don't understand and they take you for granted and they abandon, there was definitely an abandonment that has happened. Somebody ghosted you, okay, ghosting energy. This person is realizing that, you know what, even though they went and they tried to meet other people, everybody else is just, sorry. Okay, let me just take it back. Most people are very mediocre and they're not getting as dedicated and meticulous and committed as you are, okay? So this person is having that major epiphany and an understanding that, you know what, no, Leo is the one that I need to be with. Leo is the one that I really want to nurture this connection, this relationship, and take it to the next level. So let's clarify the recent past for you. I'm going to clarify the Emperor. Leo, the Emperor in the recent past is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Swords. There was a lot of love, but also a lot of confusion and a lot of pain, okay? I feel like that this is a connection that came with the whole package of, you know, traumas, okay? Tumultuous journey, roller coasters, emotional highs and lows, a lot of happy moments, a lot of sad moments. The love offer was there, the connection was there, the passion was there, but something happened that disappointed you, that broke your heart. Okay, I'm getting here with this person holding the chest in their head. Possibly you felt like you were played by this person, okay? There was this sense of being played, okay? Being almost like maneuvered. Now, what is the Seven of Swords? Something was hidden from you in the recent past. And I'm going to clarify the Seven of Swords. Clarified by the King of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So you might have tried to have a conversation with this person in the past. I think the conversation went very challenging. It was very challenging. It was not an easy path. It was not really easy to talk to this person about your suspicions, about your standards, what you were ultimately looking forward to. And I strongly feel like here that there was also commitment issues. The Hierophant, marriage, relationship, okay, Taurusian energy. You might have also suspected, is this somebody that can actually commit with me? The Magician, you know, the Magician, a lot of times it also means misuse of power and manipulation. Knight of Swords. Somebody here was misusing this power, okay? Maybe they also saw your generosity and kind of took advantage of that. And at first you might have said, well, you know, I don't think so, that's the case, but then you really caught up on that real fast, because this is not your first time having those kind of experiences, right, Leo? So in the recent past, the Judgment is clarified by the Knight of Wands. The Justice could have dealt with the Libra and the Two of Cups. The love was there, but some of you decided to disengage. You had a major realization that it's better for you to disengage from this person. There could have been cultural differences. I'm getting language differences. Okay, decided to embark onto a journey where you would be going on your own way, focusing on yourself, doing your own thing, and you were headed towards a different direction, okay? Despite the fact that there was a very strong soul connection, sexual connection between the two of you. Now, in the present moment, it looks like there is going to be some sort of a brand new beginning that's going to take place for you. The Fool here is clarified by the Two of Swords, the World, and the Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that many of you, there is a resurfacing, a redemption of a relationship, of a connection, and something that came to an end, okay? Some sort of a situation that ended. There is still a lot of uncertainty whether has this really ended or not. Is this the end of it? Is this situation something that I shouldn't really anticipate or expect anything anything for it to bring into my life, right? I feel like that for many of you, at the core of your heart, you still know and believe that there is a potential to work things out with this person. For many of you, it's not a matter of you holding on to somebody that's not healthy, that's toxic. I think this has to do a lot with the fact that you know that this relationship carries a lot of potential, okay? And you do probably know that this person that you are dealing with, there is a lot that's going on in this person's life. That's what I'm strongly getting in here. So there is a lot of indecision, whether you really want to put the end to this or want to work things out and have a brand new beginning. Could be dealing with an Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisceana. Could be a Libra. So in the present moment, the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Judgment, Six of Swords, Five of Swords. There has been a conflict, argument, misunderstanding. You and this person had not talked to each other, and also with the Judgment and the Six of Swords. There is a major realization, epiphany, and understanding that there is healing that needs to take place. I am suddenly getting here somebody and somebody's mother, something about their mother, okay? I don't know what that means, but maybe they lost somebody, maybe there is a loss, maybe there is, childhood issues also that has taken place. So with all that being said, there is definitely a lot of healing that's taking place. As you can see, 12-12 on the timer, moving from the choppy waters to more peaceful places, right? There is a decision here to move from Five of Swords energy, from this conflict, misunderstanding, towards a place and a location where there is a lot of peace. And this comes with the decision to actually nurture this connection and this relationship. Now, there's going to be a lot of happiness coming in your way. You have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. Let's clarify the Ten of Cups for you, dear fellow Leo. The Ten of Cups is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands here represent marriage, commitment, relationship, engagement, okay? It talks about structure. It talks about family. So, and then there is a Six of Pentacles. There's going to be an equal give and take exchange energy. I feel like that whoever was closed off towards you, they're wanting to open up. They're wanting to have a brand new beginning with you, okay? There is a strong desire to put in that effort, to put in that hard work, to really make this connection work. There is a strong desire for a fresh start. Whoever this person is, they have been holding on to, and they believe that this is something that's going to work out. I'm seeing here a lot of persistent energy coming from this person wanting to make it work with you. So Leo, let's talk about the near future for you. Let's talk about the Nine of Swords. Why are you stressed out? You're freeing yourself finally. Some sort of truth is freeing you. Nine of Swords is clarified by the Hierophant, the Death card, and the Three of Cups. The main question that comes into your mind, you have the Moon at the bottom of the deck, dear Leo. It's about, why you may find yourself being quite stressed out is because you're going to be asking yourself this question, oh my goodness, like, is there going to be like commitment from this person? If I decide to reunite with this person, if I decide to make things work with them, okay, celebrate them, is there actually going to be a reunion? I think that's a big question that you're going to want to ask yourself. And I see here you really being honest with yourself and not sugarcoating, be completely honest and, really looking at the patterns from this person. So let's clarify the Nine of Cups for you in the near future. The Nine of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Sun, and the Hermit. So you shall know the truth, and the truth shall absolutely set you free. The Sun is you, first of all, right? The Sun is you showing up in the near future, and you're getting liberated. Why? Because what's gonna end up happening is that the truth is gonna be shining. The truth with the Hermit is gonna amplify, okay, the situation. It is going to really clear the air, clear the smoke for you to understand that, this person actually seems to be very serious with their offer, with their commitment, and it looks like they really want to work things out with you. And there is going to be a new offer. There is going to be a solid offer actually headed towards your way. And I see here a lot of conversation and talks, Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, definitely back and forth texting, writing messages, communication. So prepare for that because that's coming up, Leo. Now, let's clarify the Page of Pentacles for you in the near future. The Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Emperor, and you have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So the manifestation is coming true for you, and even though if it feels like it's been delayed, that's not the true story. I see here somebody has become wiser. This person has become even wiser. Okay, I'm getting here a father figure, somebody who is really understanding their role, and this person has been through a lot. It takes an Emperor is somebody that's been through a very hard and difficult, challenging journey, and it's not an easy path that they have walked. So I feel like somebody really taking the ownership to really do the work, okay, within themselves in order for them to offer you that solid foundational new beginning, because that was not existed in the past. Somebody was very wishy-washy, games going on in there, uncertainty, you see what I'm saying, things being hidden with the Seven of Swords. So that's that. Now, let's get the advice, Leo. Let's get the advice for you. So let's see, what is the advice for my Leos? Okay, so Leo, somebody here is going to talk to you. Eight of Wands, communication. Mark my words. Some of you already emailed me. Some of you already told me, Arman, you're not going to believe this, but you are going to believe this because you predicted. Okay, but it came true. The person that's been holding onto this relationship, onto this connection, is going to communicate with you. Eight of Wands, Page of Cups, Knight of Swords. Okay, and it's coming in quick. It's coming in very quickly, Leo. And the advice for you here is, here's the thing, not that you may be very surprised when you hear from this person, because you're like, I don't really think that in a million years there would ever be a reconnection or hearing from this person. But here's the thing, there is a soul connection, there is a realization, and somebody is becoming wiser, okay, and trying to really see who you truly are at your core, especially in your season, Leo, in our season, right? So prepare for that communication that's coming in your way. And I'm gonna pull a prompt from this intimacy deck, actually. Okay, this is for you and for your partner, a question that you may wanna consider and talk about. Let's choose from the purple deck. It's a random card, and let's see what this is about. Okay, so your prompt here with your person is going to be, how have your political or social views evolved over time, and what experiences influenced those changes? This is very like, let me just get in a different one. Okay, so this is a good, conversation opener, right? What have been the highlights and the lowlights of the past year for you? So you might want to talk about this, or either one of those, and let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable to do so. I'm going to read them anyways. Okay, what are the changes? What are the highlights, the lowlights? And this is something you may want to discuss with your person. It's for your intimacy development. I decided to use this deck to help you in one way or another that I can. So, dear Leo, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I love you so, so, so much. Thank you so much for being here. And have an amazing, blessed, wonderful birthday. I love you, and I will see you on the next one. Keep that beautiful smile up, my cutie patootie.